My people, no be small thing. Fulani has been dismantled by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The issue of Tinubu and his colleague, their brother, their fans, the Fulani brothers, the Hausas. It is something that is trembling everywhere because it is not what they think that Tinubu is what he is today. He have changed the whole thing. He have turned the table around, and that is the main reason why the Fulani people, all of them, they are crying and they are campaigning and they are doing everyday coalition to make sure that he gets out from the power by 2027. That is the reason why all those things, Erufai, Kwankwaso, all of them have been trying all their best to make sure by 2027 they remove him by all means, because their plan and their evil plan, they have dismantled them. It is not yet working the way they thought it would be. Well, my people, I would like you to listen to this Biafran activist who explained everything concerning the issue of Tinubu and the issue of the northern people, the way they are planning evil and the way they are planning things against him and about him. But what we know is that Nigerian is due, and Nigerian is time for everyone to divide and for everyone to go in separate way, because Nigeria, the people, the government, and everyone have seen that Nigeria is not more a country where people can stay and still love themselves, because this issue of every day bringing people down and every day buying of people everywhere and there, it is not something that anybody can praise to be. As you're about to watch, you will try to like, subscribe, and share to go around the world for everyone to see things that is going on in Nigeria.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, is doing what Obasanjo could not do, what Jonathan could not do. Yes, I've said it time without number. Sometimes you will not value what you get until you lose it. Yes, this is the case of what we are going. Bola Ahmed Tinubu have balkanized, has dismantled this force of Fulani men who believe that Nigeria is for them. Yes, of course. I am making this video because it now seems to be when the southerner person is there is when these people will come and form coalition to make sure they remove. Yes, as I've said earlier, in 2015, you will recall that when Jonathan was there, our economy was one of the best in Africa. We were doing well. Suddenly, these Fulani people, they gang up and they galvanize against this Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They put an agenda, they push the narrative that Jonathan is too weak. They did everything they did with the help of Obama, and they pushed Jonathan out of it, and Buhari came in. Buhari came in 2015 was the greatest mistake Nigeria has ever done. We cannot, if we start talking about the atrocity that happened under Buhari government, I don't think this video will end. Yes, of course, many of you might be saying, if you watch this video, oh, allow the dead to rest. We cannot allow the dead to rest, because whatever the dead man did is what we are talking about today. Today, we are seeing Fulani headmen are no longer allowing Nigerians to go to farm. Fulani headmen are not even allow people to travel to go to see their parents. How can we forget Buhari in a hurry? And we all knew the rampant Fulani headmen everywhere in Nigeria. As I have said earlier, the criminality that these Fulani men are doing in Nigeria, you will know that these are not Nigeria Fulani, because these ones, they are heartless, they are ruthless. The most shocking part of it, why we are even blaming the whole Fulani now, is that why is the Nigeria Fulani elite, politician Fulani, are not condemning what the rest Fulani are doing? Now, I forgot the name of a man who came up that, 3 million Fulani was imported from Sierra Leone, the rest of Africa country, to Nigeria in 2015 in order to secure the victory for Buhari. Today, the same people, they cannot send the people back because they refused to go back. They came in, they saw Nigeria was a fertile ground. Nigeria was a place where rule of law is not working. Nigeria is a place where they can conquer. And today, see where we are today. As I speak to you now, no region in Nigeria that you cannot see these Fulani headsmen. They are everywhere in Nigeria. When 16 of them were by in Uromi, they want to bring the country down to the knee. They say, oh, you people have killed 19 hunters. The question that many of them are not even asking is that if you call them a hunter, who give them a license? How did they bring gun from the north down to the south to come and hunt? Who cleared them? Where did they come out with the gun? Nobody is asking this question. But today, I am glad because everything Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing is what the general himself, Olusegun Obasanjo, could not do, what Jonathan could not do. These people feel that they are powerful. You know one thing about Bola Ahmed Tinubu? You might not like him. The government is too tough for Nigeria. Yes, I agree. But he's a man that you cannot beat when it comes to politics. Yes, of course, he studied the politics. He knows the terms of the politics. And he's there and he's dealing with them right now. See, take my word to bank. The only thing that can make Bola Ahmed Tinubu not to become the president of Nigeria is if Nigeria divides or regional government. Aside from that, there is no any candidate to bring for Bola Ahmed Tinubu that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not be defeated. Hold on, don't go away. Let me give you the reason why Bola Ahmed Tinubu will still be a president of Nigeria 2027 if God allow him. One is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in all against all odds, they stood against him that he cannot be president. He have his way to have the INEC in his side. He have his way to have the big wins, to do everything. And at the end of it all, 2023, whether you think it's by ringing, whether you think by grab and run with it, he deliver. He's the president of today. Now, how do you think that even this so-called, this APC, these coalitions, this Labour Party, PDP, all of them, they decided to march together, they can defeat this man? Nobody can defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu. As I speak to you now, he has played his card well. That all the governors in Nigeria today, they pay loyal to him. Everybody say Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Both the one in the north, they know. Because what Bola Ahmed Tinubu is giving each of them every month is part of the deal. They cannot. Did they know who is coming next? The next person that will come in next will give them this kind of money that they are not even spending for the masses. They are consuming this money on their own. So be rest assured, don't waste your time. That day, I'm not trying to discourage people don't come and vote. Whether you vote or not, the person that is going to be emerged in 2027, the INEC chairman has already known. They don't need to waste his time. All these things you see, Peter Obi is jumping up and down. Obi is just wasting his time, and he's waiting a lot of people who believe in him. And I am saying that Nigerians, the earlier we start telling ourselves the truth, election is not our problem. What we should be calling now is regional governments or division of this country called Nigeria. I am glad that Bola Ahmed Tinubu can now do what Obasanjo, Jonathan could not do. Jonathan was the president of Nigeria. Jonathan could not do anything even in the place he came from. Jonathan have everything to put seaport in the southeast. To diversify, to make the economy of Nigeria not to be in one-sided place. But he refused to do the needful. All he was doing, he was building Arima Jari school. He was trying to make the North to be educated. When the people don't want to be educated, it is you that want to educate them. The place he came from, the last time there was fraud. Flood almost swallowed Bayelsa. Today, Obasanjo, who was a former military man, Obasanjo asked Obasanjo, what did he do in the southwest where he came from? He did not do anything. All he do is to please the North. The same the North, they will come, they will bash at you. But today, Bola Ahmed Tinubu have some more courage and doing what people think he cannot do. Yes, of course, and that's why you see the Fulani men, they are galvanizing people to make sure to unseat Bola Ahmed Tinubu the same way they did to Jonathan. And now we are saying never again. Which I know that the best person that will be able to remove Bola Ahmed Tinubu if they agree is Peter Obi. But which Bola Ahmed Tinubu will never even agree with Peter Obi. Obi cannot. One thought of Peter Obi might be difficult for him to ring Obi out or to ring Bola Ahmed Tinubu out. The Fulani now are try all their possible means because these people cannot stay without power. Anytime they are out of power, they only feel that something have gone out from them. They are fighting all means, all possible best to make sure to return back to power. And that's why you see Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you see Atiku Abubakar is fighting all means. He wants to be a president of Nigeria. even when he knew that it is the time for the South to be a president. But he's doing all his possible best to break against all odds to become the president of Nigeria. And that's why we are saying that, look, in this manner, in this way they do things, that things are not done in this way. That if Bola Ahmed Tinubu should summon courage, if I were being the shoe of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the best thing is to do to Nigeria is to restructure this country called Nigeria. Or you divide country, let everybody go their own, if they don't want restructuring. Enough of these shenanigans. I will expect all the Northerners, the Fulani men, all the Buhari period, 8 years, wasted 8 years, none of them came out to talk. Borrowing, excess borrowing, and all that. Oh, they complain about, oh, Tinubu is borrowing. Well, Tinubu borrow. When Buhari was borrowing, these people, they keep mute. To the extent that Buhari was developing maybe they are complaining now. Somebody like Kwankwa say, oh, Bola Ahmed Tinubu only focus the South. He's not considering the North. What of Buhari that leave the South and he was busy going to develop in Niger? That is another country on his own. No, they did not see that. They did not talk about that. It is South now. Oh, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is developing only the South. It was under Buhari government, different atrocity happened in this country. No, none of them come out to talk. They did not talk about it. So I think it is the high time we tell ourselves the simple truth, the gospel truth, that all we need now is regional government to divide Nigeria. And that's why I'm saying is that I am glad that Bola Ahmed Tinubu have the courage that Obasanjo Jonathan could not have, and dismantle this Fulani caliphate. That they feel that they hold this country is for them for grab. As far as Nigeria is concerned, nobody is more Nigeria than each other. Even despite they have pushed the Igbo tribes aside, that they are not part of Nigeria right now as we speak. But I'm happy because Bola Ahmed Tinubu have the courage to put these people where they belong. We must tell ourselves the truth. And that's why I'm saying that anyone that knows Bola Ahmed Tinubu should do all his possible best. Whether you are using 4 years or 8 years, but make sure you are living, if God permits you. Restructure Nigeria, will divide Nigeria. Yes, your people will suffer dearly. They will suffer dearly for it. If they refuse to do the needful, they will suffer dearly for it. So the best thing you need to do as a president of Nigeria, restructure this country so that things can go well. Please share this video, subscribe to this channel. Breaking news. Soludo have finally been exposed. Soludo, Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State, governor of Anambra, they have finally been exposed by Amnesty International. You know, I keep saying it on this channel that the problem of Igbo is Igbo. Yes, because most of them have been planted as a leader there to sabotage the effort of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Most of them have been planted to be governor, to be senator, to sabotage the Biafra freedom. As I speak to you, the video is still on the social media space, trending, where Soludo said it in US. He said it that 99 people that they have been caught, whether in his state or in his southeast, I don't know, I don't want to emphasize on that. 99% of people that they have caught in this criminal act, they are Igbos. And that's to tell you that everybody, 99%, you know what 99% means. That means it's 100 over 100. People who are involved in these illicit activities that are buying people, they are all Igbos. I have 2 videos to share to you in this particular video. Please, give me a few minutes of your time. As you watch this video, share this video to all your group members. All those your people in abroad, let them know what is going on in Nigeria. I have 2 videos to show to you. One video, the first video I will show to you is the first video I will show to you a video now where they have been humiliated. Where the number, if you hear the numbers of Igbos that are being killed, that they have killed so far, all in the name of Nigeria soldiers, they organize Ebube Ago. These things are not from me. You will listen to the mouth of the horse's mouth. Who has speak? This person who is speaking is not Igbo, because if he were a Igbo man, they say, oh, he's a IPOP member. That is why he's defending IPOP. He has come out now and cleared the hair that people that are be killing in the southeast are not IPOP the way they put it. Any killing now, oh, it's IPOP that are killing. Now, the second video I'm going to show you in this video is a Igbo guy that was being caught in Imo State. And when they caught him, they just spy a lot of people before they caught him. He confessed before them. You will also hear from the mouth of the horse's mouth. He confessed before them that he's an Igbo man, but he was being trained in the north to come and be spy people in the southeast. Ebube Agu was also indicted of killing the same Igbos. Now, who is responsible of using these people to kill their fellow Igbos? I've said the time without number, I'm not Igbo, I'm from the Middle Belt, and I'm proud of where I am. But regardless, as far as we are still one Nigeria, when we see what is happening in Nigeria, we will speak. When we were growing up, Igbo land, Southeast is one of the best regions you will want to go and start life, to enjoy life. Till Buhari came in 2015, where they plant their full soldiers in the Southeast to take their actions in the Southeast. And today, we are seeing what is happening right now in the Southeast. The Southeast is no more secure for people. As I speak to you now, before you people will watch this video, Southeast now, Igbos now can hardly travel to their village for December to go and see their parents. Because a lot of people who have done that, many of them did not return. We hear one governor in the Southeast went to America and be telling America, Igbos is in America, oh, come home. If your state is safe for you, come and enjoy your state. These are fallacy. These are hypocrisy. People are being fined in number in Southeast. These people cannot stop it. I will allow you people to watch the video as I continue, because I've told you people on this channel that Samuel Ekpa was never the problem. If Samuel Ekpa was the problem, since Samuel Ekpa had been suspended, I believe that the Southeast governor, the 5 of them would have come together and form one security outfit so that they can stop this Fulani headman who is invading their forest and destroying people, buying people. Watch this video, watch this first video and the second video. I am coming back to analyze it.
The killings continued, and you go on to say that it's a hybrid of criminal and political violence. So I'd like you to unbundle this for us. Out of the 1,844 persons that were killed, separating the wheat from the chaff, which can you attribute to be what?
Well, majority of the killings were carried out by the non-state actors, and we also have recorded many cases of extrajudicial execution and other serious human rights violations by the state actors. So what we have, as you mentioned, is a hybrid of political violence, criminality, and all sorts of things. Like when we did our investigation, we realized that there are at least 17 forests in Anambra State where gunmen operate from. And in Imo State, there are at least 15 of those kind of forests from which gunmen operate. And this government have made life very, very difficult and horrible for the people of this region. In some places, we found out that even families, when you want to have burials, you have to pay them between 500,000 to 300,000. And many people who could not dare do that have to bury their dear ones somewhere else. So life has become very horrible, and this crisis has been going on since at least 2016. And the reason why we did this research is to bring attention to this horrific human rights violations and the need for all those involved, both state and non-state actors. We are telling them to stop, and they have to cease these violations, and peace has to be restored. And all those who have been found to have violated human rights, they must be brought to justice. And families of those who are affected deserve reparation, adequate compensation, and all kind of support for them to recover their lives.
So I'm looking at part of the reports of Amnesty International, one of the summaries, which I would like you to provide insight. So he said, the multifaceted nature of the actors in the Southeast violence makes it easy for states and non-state actors to reduce the actors to a singular narrative, an IPOB ESN secessionist group. What do you make of that?
Well, what we are saying is that there is a popular, very wrong narrative around that whenever you heard about attacks or killings or arson in Southeast, it has been completely reduced and narrowed to a very, very wrong, not entirely, but very, very, very narrow narrative of saying that IPOB ESN. But the issue is beyond that. We believe that that focus or that wrong focus and narrowing down everything to ESN and IPOB has completely deprived the authorities of the opportunity to holistically look at the problem and solve it. Beyond the issue of IPOB and ESN, there are so many other issues. Drugs, there are issues of cult groups, there are issues of political violence, all this, and criminality, whereby because gunmen believe that whenever they strike, the blame is shifted to IPOB, therefore they continue to do their activities. And we believe that has made it very difficult for the government to address the problem, and it has narrowed down the problem to the wrong focus. That is why we said this crisis is hybrid. It has so many faces, it has so many dimensions, and all dimensions have to be looked at and thoroughly examined so that people will live in peace. Many people don't go to the Southeast anymore to bury their dear ones. Many people don't go at Christmas. Many people don't go on holidays to visit their families. They have to move their families somewhere safer, either Lagos or Abuja, and then they meet their families. And this is unfortunate, and it is affecting people's right and dignity of life itself. And that is why we said that the problem has to be examined. The narrative has to move.
Thanks for tuning in to Smart Okoson TV show. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to keep the intellect flowing.